2024 has been a wild ride, from epic fantasies to thrilling sports drama and definitely some serious underdog tropes. In this video, we're counting down the top 5 anime of 2024. So whether you are a seasoned anime veteran or just starting to maybe try something new, grab a snack, sit back, and let's dive into the top 5. Solo Leveling is hands down one of the best animes that got released this year. It's got the perfect combination of underdog kid and the kind of real drama you could only find in Korean masterpieces. So imagine this, you're in a world that has some dungeons and stuff, and in those dungeons there are monsters, and there are also some hunters who go into those dungeons, clear them, and make a living out of it. So where are you in all this? Well, you're the weakest hunter in the world, like really weak. You're the kind of guy who gets bullied by freaking goblins, and you can't even go to the gym and buff up because that's not how it works. But then, unexpectedly, something crazy happens. You get this cheat code, a secret power-up that lets you level up in a world that no one else can. Suddenly, you're not the weakest hunter anymore, you're the strongest, you're the one-man army, the solo leveler. Watching Solo Leveling is like watching a classic underdog story but with way more cool monsters and cool fights. It gives you the exact kind of sassiness you'd like your main character to have. The kind of drama that just feels like
nice.
The anime adaptation of Solo Leveling is a total visual feast. The animation is top notch, the action sequences are mind blowing, and the voice actors are on point. So basically, it's the perfect show for anyone who loves power fantasies and watching the little guy rise up to the power and be like, kneel bitches. Let's talk about kaiju number 8. So picture this, you're a 30-something dude kinda past your prime and always dreamed of being a superhero. But life doesn't always go as planned, does it? You end up cleaning kaiju instead of punching them in their balls and saving little babies and shit. But then again, this is anime world. Unfortunately for the main character, Kafka, his life isn't just gonna go down in a boring shitty type of misery. He got this weird encounter with a tiny kaiju and, as you could probably guess, everything changes. He transforms into a cool, kinda creepy monster like a real-life, slightly less glamorous version of a cool badass superhero. Now here's the thing, our boy Kafka is still human somewhere on the inside, and he still wants to be the superhero, and wants to save humanity and all that crap. But then again, he's no longer completely human either. Now, I don't want to completely spoil the whole story, but it's a pretty cool concept and the manga does a great job of exploring his duality. So if you're into giant monsters, underdog stories, and a bit of humor, kaiju number 8 is your guy. Just don't expect any life-changing, heart-shattering, or any deep kind of philosophical discussions from it. It's a fun, action-packed ride with a real heart. Or maybe kaiju heart, I don't know. Now, Blue Lock isn't exactly a 2024 anime, but the second season did release in 2024, so we're talking about it. Blue Lock is your typical sports anime but on steroids. This show takes the classic sports genre and cracks it up to 11. Remember the whole, we're a team, we're friends, the ball is your freaking friend crap? Gone. Blue Lock is a high-stakes training program designed to create the world's most egotistical striker. Our MC Yuichi Isagi is a talented player who's been taught to be a team player, but he gets thrown into this insane program where he has to fight tooth and nail to survive. It's a battle royal of young, hungry footballers, each one more ruthless than the last. The animation is cool, that's all I have to say. I mean, the first season was absolutely freaking awesome, but the second season isn't all that good, but it's still kinda good, I don't know. But the matches are intense, the strategies are mind-blowing, and the dialogue is full of snarky one-liners. It's the perfect blend of sports drama, psychological warfare, and a whole lot of ego. So if you're a fan of competitive sports anime that isn't all that cliche, Blue Lock is a must-watch. No, actually it's a must-watch for everyone. I mean, look at this beauty. Wow! Anyways, moving on. Windbreaker is another one of the sports anime we had this year, and it's a solid choice on how to spend a weekend. On the first look at the posters, it's kinda giving Tokyo Revengers vibe, but it's not it. So this anime, Windbreaker, is basically about a bunch of bike-crazy high school kids. They race bikes, they bond over bikes, they basically live and breathe freaking bikes. Now our main guy, Haruka, is kinda a lone wolf. An alpha kid who thinks he's better than everyone else and has nothing to do with weaklings. I mean, we all can guess where this is going, right? As you could probably guess, he slowly gets drawn into this crazy world of street racing and starts to bond with his fellow boys. He's got everything you could want in a sports anime. Intense races, dramatic rivalries, and a whole lot of heart. Plus, the animation is pretty slick and the characters are pretty cool. So if you're into bikes, friendships, and a whole lot of adrenaline, Windbreaker is definitely a solid choice for you. Mushoku Tensei, A Second Chance to Not Be a Loser. Now, Mushoku Tensei is your typical harem fantasy isekai kinda anime that's just hella fun to watch. So our guy Urudus is basically a total loser in his past life, like a real car-carrying basement-dwelling loser. But then, you could never guess, he gets hit by a freaking truck and gets reincarnated into a fantasy world as a baby. I mean, it's not exactly the most original idea, but hey, ways to see a former loser get some. Now, he has a second chance to do things right. He's got magic, swords, and a whole lot of awkward social situations. It's like the classic isekai story, but with more stuff. I mean, it's kinda harm, so you know what you're getting into. Just be warned, this show can get pretty wild. There's a lot of mature content, so it's not for everyone. But if you're into a fun show with questionable decisions and a bit of cringe comedy, Mushoku Tensei is definitely worth giving a try.